Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're only 2 more runs away from being able to get the final Starlight reward, and at that point this number is just going to keep on going up from there. And I figured, just did the Mirror Dungeon 2 hard yesterday, so I've got a bunch of boxes right now. So I figured might as well get another random E.G.O to up tie 4 and just see how it works. Being, of course, Don's Soup E.G.O. Now, starting E.G.O gift, we've got Fiery Down, Lust Skills Inflict Burn, and Double Burn if need be, and that is because the 2 main focuses of this E.G.O, of this Lifetime Stew, is the fact it inflicts 3 burn count on hit, and it boosts damage based on current Lust resources up to 50%. So that means if we just stack up a stupid amount of Lust, which is basically what this entire team is made to do, yeah, everyone here's got primary Lust. So no matter what, we're just going to have a lot of Lust skills. And we're going to try and build up stupid amount of Lust and get the most usage of Lifetime Stew. It only costs 5 Lust as well, and it's a 3-target mass attack at Threadsman 4. So it could be very funny. We're not going to use it immediately, though. I was considering using it immediately, but then I realized there's not really a good reason to. Just gotta spend this first floor especially just building up as much Lust as possible. I guess this is like a semi-burn building process. We'll see. We do have Heathcliff here, but I'm not gonna bother getting him low HP this time, I don't think. Maybe it'll happen on its own. I don't know. I've done a lot with Heathcliff recently just because his skill 3 is so funny. I don't feel like there's too much of a need to focus on him significantly. And does anyone here have a Lust defend? No, unfortunately not. Dawn probably would if I actually had her, like, up-tied, something like that. Could be another easy way to get a lot of Lust resources. Another way would have been if we, like, brought Sinclair or something, had him use his Lifetime Stew, because his Lifetime Stew can give people E.G.O amp. E.G.O resource amp, which can double the amount of E.G.O resources they get. I mean, at that point, so can, Ryoshu's Soda Corrosion, though. So whatever works. And just this guy left. Finish him off with some Lust attacks. Yeah, not a lot of passives are going to trigger here, because we've got quite a few that require non-Lust resonances. But we've got some that require Lust-owned, Lust resonance. Yeah. Simple enough stuff. There's a very decent chance that, my mic's going to be off this time. That's for sure. I'm currently in the process of, moving, so I'm currently recording this, laying on the floor. That's how it is sometimes. Hit the switch, then leave. And then we get the goggles, which does nothing for us. Nothing. Ooh, and this thing. What is it? We just command death to it, I think, and then it just kind of dies if we succeed. Oh, if we succeed, that is a very big if. 2 heads, 2 heads. You know what, Faust? You got this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that just heals everyone. I feel like I've only ever commanded death to it, because I think it's a funny idea just being like, die. And then it just dies. This isn't... I mean, both the Lifetime Stew E.G.Os are kind of underwhelming. Ooh. A lot of Lust this turn, excellent. But I think they're both, like, fairly funny. Sinclair's I've, like, rarely ever used. Dawn's I've used a couple times, not significantly, though. I like the idea, especially since you can actually carry over your Lust resources in Mirror Dungeons now. So that means our Lust number is going to be building up insanely. Unfortunate Coffee and Cranes, the actual Lust-focused resource-gaining E.G.O gift, doesn't actually give you more Lust resources, it gives you more of everything but Lust. If you get Lust skills off, so there's no way to, like, force it. Like, if there's ever an E.G.O that just only requires pride and skills off how much pride you've built up, that'll be stupidly powerful just because of, Grand Welcome, just being able to build up stupid amounts of pride in Mirror Dungeon 2. Definitely do wonder if, like, Mirror Dungeon 3, whenever it does come out, if it will have every single E.G.O gift from Mirror Dungeons 1 and 2, I have a feeling it's gonna, like, pick and choose some of them, but, like, they gotta, like, prevent it from getting to too insane of a point. So that you still have, like, some ability to, like, get stuff that could be beneficial for you. Because it's already at, like, what, 80-something E.G.O gifts? That's a lot. And sure, they've got different, like, weights, so some of them are more likely to be pulled, some of them are less likely to be pulled, stuff like that, but they're still just far too much. We'll pop a lifetime stew here, why not? They're neutral to it, that's fine. Get a big Lust Resonance going. And what if we corrode it? What happens there? We spend Lust, right? Spend Lust, buy Lust Resonance, further boost damage for 10% per Lust resource spent. Yeah, sure, we'll go for that. 21, we've got a bit good Lust Resonance going, so we're going to spend 5 Lust in addition to the 8 Lust we spent to use its corroded form. And these guys are neutral blunt, so it's not going to be insane damage in that regards. That's pretty good. Pretty good for people that are, like, neutral to the attack. I guess we don't have the most Lust resources stacked up yet. I don't know what the cap is. It says max of 50%, but it doesn't mean, like, at 50 Lust resources it does 50% more damage. It doesn't say how much each Lust resource boosts the damage dealt for the normal part of it. So it's just kind of hard to say. This is the kind of E.G.O that variable could be bugged and it's, like, just not working its effect and hasn't been this entire time and no one would know because, like, who uses Lifetime Stew? Who goes for the Lust build and just spams Lifetime Stew? Not a lot of people. Everyone is burn, flick, burn all enemies. Better than Rupture. We don't really need healing. Healing's, like, good, of course, but, like, this is Mirror Dungeon 2 normal. We're not gonna die unless I throw, and if we throw, so be it. Weak to blunt, weak to lust. Convenient. I feel like I probably made a bad choice bringing RV Gregor, because RV Gregor is not good, but he does have primary lust, so it works. There's probably someone else with primary lust that would have been a far better option. Oh well. And because everyone's primary is what we're, you know, focusing on, that does mean we're probably not going to want to get a lot of skill changes in the shops unless we get skill 2 to skill 3s. So we can just make sure we've got all our lust going. I was considering it, but I'm not going to. We'll just build up more resources this fight. All we need to do, really. Being Clash, everything easy enough. We're dominating pretty much everything. That's a neutral. Maybe you should try clashing against, like, this guy instead, and then... You can clash against this guy. That's also a neutral. He'll be fine. Okay, that was a loss on dominating. Unfortunate 5% chance of failure there, and we hit the 5% chance of failure. Wow. Okay. Alright. Looking good. And burn, nice. Good amount of burn, that's for sure. This build is gonna have a pretty good amount of burn just across the entire thing. Not like an insane amount, because we've only got, you know, 2 actual burn identities here. Because most of the burn identities have secondary lust. That's kind of the reoccurring trend. Most of them have secondary lust. A lot of them have tertiary wrath. Wrath can be anything, really, with the burn builds. But lust is almost always secondary. The only exceptions are, like, Mersault having it as his primary. And so does Ishmael, which is why we brought those two. Let's see. Yeah. Issue with primaries, of course. We're not doing a lot of damage if we're, you know, just spamming primaries. But, I don't care. We're building up lust, so it's good enough for me. Okay, you can redirect that one, and then you can try and make sure one of these guys dies. Looks good. Alright, this one's dead. Excellent. This one's also very dead. There's another attack going for him, so, you know. Even though he would have died to burn even if Mersault wasn't also attacking that guy, so, oh well. Yeah, these guys are gonna live, though, unfortunately. That one's dead, at least. Only one left, then. So we can just clash damage of Mersault redirect. Actually, go for this, though. Yeah. That's clashing now, but, it's Dawn, so, you know. Clashing's good for her. And could have no fight. Now give me a burn E.G.O gift, please. That would be rather funny. Sloth Blunt? Sure. Blunt stuff's good. We've got a fair bit of blunt. And no one needs any healing at all. Alright, good rest up, guys. We take another blunt fight. Maybe a good time to... Where are you? There? That's pretty good, yeah. It'll hit the 3 that are weak to blood. Then we'll definitely go for this. Getting the Lust Resonance off. It'll be good damage. And you can just go for normal attack. I guess I corroded it, so it's not actually going to hit, though. Once I want it to hit. I didn't think about that until afterwards. I should have just not had it corroded. Oh well. The one guy who is being hit by it that's actually weak to it's going to die instantly. Yeah, that's good. And it still did a lot of damage to those other two. So we just need to stagger him. And we've got the lost attacks to do it. Shame I realized too late that the corrosion wasn't going to be the best option there. Because the uncorroded one would have just literally just straight up killed all the red cheat guys. Oh, you're still alive. Oh no, she's not. And then of course, classic burn team style. We do nothing. There we go. Riveting turn. Shop. Golden Urn's pretty good. Mersault's skill doesn't matter too much. Curriculum Vitae is nothing. Phantom Pain's more damage. Can be good. We'll take the Urn though. We're early on. It'll be more cost overall. It's an investment. Weak to Blunt, weak to Sloth. That means it's either the it could be the Apple, or it could be the Doomsday Clock. We'll see. Either way, weak to Blunt, so we're gonna be in a good spot. This one's weak resistant to Lust though, so little unfortunate. Yeah, oh well. We'll just slowly chip away at him. Not too worried. And they're weak to Blunt, so even if they are going to be resisting the Lust attacks, the Blunt attacks are still going to be doing good damage. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's just dead, straight up. Good to see. The one Faust's going for probably also dies. Because they're weak to NV, so Opportunistic Slash, which is already a very strong skill, definitely kills. So now we've just got this one guy left. So we're going to try killing him with some Lust attacks. And then just a couple random attacks from everyone else. I selected Cloud Card, did I not? I guess I didn't. I guess I missed or something, don't know why it didn't go through. And there we go, more Lust. Because now we can actually use the E.G.O. Nah, should we wait? Maybe we wait on the E.G.O. Yeah, there's not a need. He resists it. This one isn't weak to Blunt, unfortunately. I think he'll be weak to Blunt in his final phase, though. So that's when we'll go all out. Okay. Let's see. You do that, and Cloud Cutter that guy. There we go. Looks superb. Not doing, like, insane damage to the arms. We're hitting the arms with a bunch of primary Lust attacks, so, not doing a lot here. Definitely not getting him to the next phase immediately. That's fine. I think if nothing else, I'm pretty sure Hong Lu just kills this puppet. Yeah, he does. Very nice. So we won't need to sacrifice any of our guys to the Mayan calendar. Oh, nice crit. Give it a clay doll. And now it's got attack power down. Not like we were really gonna lose clashes anyways. But now we just go all out taking out these. Something like that'll work. And we just are gonna ignore the puppets this turn. Puppets, the clay dolls, I guess is what I should be calling them. Close enough. Yeah, oh no, 18 damage. Oh no, 9 damage, 15 damage. The horrors. And now we want this guy dead. Don? Don gets to go first. Will your corrosion hit the guy we want it to hit? It looks like it will. Alright. Then we'll go for it. Targets the units with the most HP. That's right. It's based on the units that have the highest HP. So that's pretty good for us because, guess who's got the highest HP? That's right, the boss. Still resists loss, but he's weak to blunt now. He's 0.5 to... Yeah, so it's basically breaking even with the damage Life from Stu is going to deal. Based on the damage calculations, though, it's going to be doing a lot still. So that looks promising. Intergate Elbow Strike, this will also do a lot. And we'll hit it with a Cloudburst, too. Let's see, these two are the ones we probably want to clash against, so... Marcel redirects that guy. Alright, there we go. And Tails. That's to be expected. Doesn't have the best sanity after using a corrosion. Did a lot of damage, though. Yeah, straight up just killed the 2 dolls she hit. Which means none of the dolls are going to get attacks off, because the other 2 were being clashed against. Tails there, unfortunate. If that was a heads, it would have done significantly more damage. Cloudburst is going to do a lot here, though. Yep, now he's on to his final phase, so he's just going to kill his guys. So we just, don't auto damage, we'll just kill the guy. There we go. And easy enough. Definitely one of the longer boss fights you can get. It's not as bad as... I mean, I say it's not as bad as Hurtley, but, like, honestly, Hurtley might be worse. And when I say no, I mean Hurtley might be better sometimes, depending on... It just, Hurtley feels like more of a drag. We take the coin, though. That way we'll be able to double attack. With the E.G.O. And, just straight shot through middle, I think. Looks promising. Could be a good time for a lifetime stew. Or it could be a good time to just kind of sit back and wait. I'm not too worried about, like, losing clashes or stuff to these guys. And we've got enough blunt attacks as it is, we don't really need the E.G.O to deal damage to him. Although our non-blunt attacks, our slash attacks aren't going to do the most here, that's for sure. Still fine, though. We'll be able to take down a couple of them this turn. Ooh, and we've got the big Lust Absolute Resonance off. Almost everyone used the Lust skill. Don was the only one who didn't. I mean, Dawn still used a Lust skill, her just other speed die wasn't a Lust. And we just finish him off here. Easy enough. This guy's at 63 HP. He's about to get staggered. Yep, there we go. One more attack's enough to finish him off. And this attack's enough to finish this guy off. And Faust, almost. Her second attack will do it. There we go. Easy enough. No E.G.Os required. Just more Lust. Build it up. Stockpiled away for the future. Oh, wow. We just ignore you. Yeah. It's a trick. And now Pierce Week. We do have some Pierce, I guess. Stuff like Faust Secondary and all Dawn's skills. Oh, it's these guys, though. So we might actually just want to do this. It's going to hit the 2 people that are weak to it, and one of the others. Yeah, looking good. And yeah, should work. Any turn with like a 5 Lust Resonance going on means we do break even with the stew usage. And the sooner we use the stew, and especially in longer fights, if we use the stew early on, that does mean we're just going to get more Lust resources as it goes, because her passive will just, over time, convert non-Lust sins into Lust. Oh, that guy just blew up. Burnt to death, I presume. And we just do something like that. Go for a couple Lust attacks, should be enough to finish him off. And if not, these guys are burning significantly. But the burn is not required to deal with them. There we go. Another clean victory. So now we just get a rest stop. Someone might have taken damage at some point. I'm actually not sure if someone has. I guess Heathcliff's done his self-damage, so he needs healing. No one else does. Oh, no, he doesn't. He hasn't been using his self-healing, because he's been using his primary so much. Dawn skill, charge-type gloves. Interesting. Not really the time for it. We'll take the char disc, though. Could be beneficial. Just inflicting burn, passing the burn along. Dawn skill, do we change a skill 2 into a skill 3? Probably not. We just continue. Blunt weak, either E.G.O or Morel. Either of them are fine because, well, it's a blunt weak one. Although Morel, if it's a Morel fight, it'll only be Morel weak to blunt. These guys are not weak to blunt. Yeah, these guys are neutral to it. And, let's see if your corrosion will actually hit Morel. Because her uncorroded one will not. It'll hit these 3. So the corroded one, who's it going for? It's going for highest HP, so it of course hits Morel. And only hits one other person there, yeah. Okay, Lust Resonance means we're going to be able to win a lot of these otherwise unlucky looking clashes. Like, these are just favorites until we clash with them. Until we resonate them. Oh, into heads, that's good. Most of this damage dealt was done to Morel. Yeah, Yep, he's been taken care of. There we go. That's good. Don Sandy's not in a good spot. I say taken care of, but he's not, like, dead yet. He's just very close. And he's been staggered. He's about to get stagger plus. Honestly, I think the burn will stagger plus him. I don't think anyone else is attacking him this turn. No, the burn didn't stagger plus him. It didn't do quite enough damage. Yeah, he's literally on the second stagger threshold. He still dies, because, like, we're gonna get at least 2 attacks off on him. Yeah, Extreme Edge Assault. Maybe we go for, like, a stalwart stance here. One non-lust skill, the horrors. Just to make sure that he dies. Okay. There we go. And yep, a couple of you blew up. We just go for a couple more lust skills, and that's the 3rd floor taken care of. We actually managed to get 3 lust skills off, and like I wasn't expecting to get that many off. I was expecting to only get like 1 or maybe 2. I guess just because weakish attacks means you can get more of them off, and even on staggered people that would otherwise die. Envy or burn inflicts additional burn. We've got a little bit of envy. That could be good. More damage to staggered enemies, meh. More resources for using E.G.Os. I mean, it's only 1 E.G.O resource per E.G.O used, and it's not even going to be lost necessarily. I'll just take this for more burn, even if it's not going to be, like, the most burn. Burn good. And we take this path, go up there. Boss's fish. Undoubtedly. And we had Gregor to the team. He's gonna lose clashes and just kinda sit there. Building up Lust. Who knows, maybe because we'll get Lust Resistances off, that'll be enough of a power bonus for him to actually win some clashes, even if he's stuck to his skill 1. Because skill 1's like, yeah, it's a 4+2 with 2 coins. Yeah, struggling. Maybe if we use enough of these, he won't be struggling, though. No, he's still struggling. Alright. Also, he's already at 40 sanity, so, it's not a sanity issue. He's just bad. And he's paralyzed next turn, so next turn he literally can't do anything. He's got literally no chances next turn. Alright. Okay, he's at least slower this turn, so he's gonna have to clash against this guy. Or this guy, I guess, technically. This coin. Which he doesn't have a chance of winning, but he can tank it. I guess he doesn't have a lost skill, so he should just defend. No need to do anything else if it isn't Lust after all. Unless you know you're actually going to do some damage with it. Then there's a reason to go for non-Lust things. Okay. There we go. Ishmael's had a lot of ties there, but won in the end without losing either of the coins. And Faust staggers that guy. Blocking. Alright. And easy as that. Block with those. Build up the Lust. We're at a point where we should really realistically be set with Lust for the rest of the run. Especially if I am going to continue to be, you know, safe with a lot of my resources. Only using the E.G.O like every other battle. But we do have the coin now, which does cost a little bit of sanity, so I don't really want to be doing it too much. Oh, you again. Do I just take it? No. I was considering it, but no, we'll just do the fight. You two get out of here for now. We'll add you back later on this floor. There's about to be a super clean floor with only 2 fights and then the boss. It's only 4 people though, we can do this. What's the scariest thing here? None of these are scary in the slightest. We'll go for the one non-Lust skill on the one guy that's actually gonna... Oh, we gotta do that differently. We gotta do that differently. Like this, there we go. And you know, you can extreme edge this guy. There we go. We'll go for the one skill that we're using that isn't Lust on the one that resists Lust. Because, you know, that logically makes a lot of sense. I guess we are just effectively doing more damage with every hit thanks to the sinking we're inflicting, thanks to the Midwinter Nightmare. Normal fights it isn't damage every hit, it's just SP damage every hit, which is still very good. 3 SP damage every hit, 5 SP damage every gluttony hit. We do technically have some gluttony with this team. Just Gregor though. Yeah, I was running through the entire team in my head. It's just Gregor. And even then he's not gonna use his gluttony skill too much, I don't think. Not particularly planning on him using it a lot. Okay, something like this. See if we can take care of the staggered ones. Shame there's a cap on how much Lust benefits this do. If there was no cap, that would be stupidly busted, of course, because you could just have way too much Lust and then get like a stupidly powerful E.G.O attack. But then you could make it so like maybe it spends more Lust at higher amounts of Lust, something like that. Just uncap it, cowards. And that'll be enough. There they go. Thanks to that, we don't have to take the stupid bleed E.G.O gift. How nice. Well, how generous, game. And we get... Was this the right choice? It might have been the wrong choice. Oh well. But we get a fox, so you know, it can't be the wrong choice if we get to pet the fox. Weird looking dog, Gregor, please do this. He failed. He really failed that. Alright, no, this was the path I want to take. Oh, alright. Gregor, you had a 95% chance to... Or was he at 42 SP before, and you had a 92% chance to pet the fox successfully, and you failed. I really shouldn't be surprised, but, I am. I'm disappointed. Above all else. You know, what weak ones are in the front. That's the wrong E.G.O. I almost Sunger to Sancho'd them. What would this attack? Those guys, yeah, I guess those people do count as multiple as far as mass attacks are considered, so we're only gonna hit 2 people here. Might as well go for it, though. We're at 87 Lust. Was that the bite of 87 Lust? Mayhaps it was. Yeah, decent. Nothing too special. It inflicts burn count on them. That's good, at least. Oh. That is a scary tails to get, Faust. Still managed to turn it around. Unfortunate, though, because having 2 coins on that guy would have been super good, him being weak to slash and all. Oh, stagger. There we go. Burn. Cloudcat does very well here. We just do this. Sure, Ishmael's gonna lose a clash, that's fine. She can take it. It's a blunt one. They're resisting this. One of them died off screen, assumably to their burn. Yeah, it definitely seems like it was to their burn. Oh, we can actually get Noble Duel off. Does this work? No. Because everyone needs to be higher. Yeah, you're kind of ruining this for us with your 2-speed roll. Otherwise, we'd be golden with that passive. Oh, we'll still trigger it even if it does nothing, just so we can say we triggered it at least once. Okay. 4 HP on that guy. Ishmael takes him out. And then Heathcliff finishes the other one. And... oh, Gregor, he's gonna do something. He did something, you got a kill. Good job. There we go. Shop. Dawn again. We've been getting Dawn a lot. It's a real shame that, you know, this isn't the run where I'd actually want to use Dawns. The Clip of Scarlet Moth is stupidly good for us, though. And, I'll save the rest. Consider a illusory hunt. Not a bad choice, that's for sure. Just being a damage up for Abnos. But we don't particularly need it, and, like, what if we see Glimpse of Flames in the next shop and we can't afford it? Because I didn't buy anything out there, we're guaranteed to be able to afford Glimpse of Flames. We're gonna be at like 350 cost at the minimum next shop. So we'll be able to get whatever we get if we do get some cool burn stuff. Okay, you can win a clash. A lot of neutrals are gonna be going on here, especially because I'm still using Lust attacks. You know what, you should probably E.G.O though. Some of you are weak to Lust, right? Yeah, the entire body is resistant to Blunt, unfortunately. Or the entire Abno is resistant to Blunt, but the body's weak to Lust. So that's definitely not a bad choice. If we do something like... yeah, if we do something like this, for example, that'll be hitting right leg and the body. It's not going to do too much on the right leg, but I might as well. Actually, let's see what happens if I crowed it. Who would it go for? Those two. That's actually good, yeah. I'll stick with that then. You can't redirect much. We really can't redirect a lot this fight, huh? Very unfortunate. They also kind of do just have a couple people they really want dead. Or we can redirect a lot, actually. We just kind of had some bad speed rolls across the board. Okay, that guy was refusing to get a single tails until, you know, he won the clash and then he got a single tails. Sure. That one goes twice. That's a little unfortunate. I guess I should have seen that coming, but, meh. This just means Dawn's Sanity's gonna be fine going forwards. We don't want her to go insane too early. We want to save that for, like, the boss. Oh, the body's almost staggered. That's good. There's one of the fins. And he staggers the body. That's good. Body's got 30 burn with an 8 count now as well. Just making sure it stays burned. Because we used both our burn people's tertiaries, and it also got hit by the mass stack, so that's even more burn count. So very good. Gregor's the only one who lost a clash here. And you've got a tail and you've got one leg available. Should be easy enough to take care of them. Dominating, who's that going for? Can you deal with that? Favored? Yeah, that'll work. Then we're gonna have a couple people going for the body. Not everyone, though. I know better than that. We'll have a couple people that just are gonna hit the staggered right leg. Make sure he dies here. He's got 200. He's gonna take 216 damage from burn at the end of the turn, so we don't really need to do a lot of damage here. Nice thing about burn is that whenever you see like an Abno's like combined burn total, you do know that's how much damage they're gonna take no matter what. You just can't trust the burn count itself. Because the burn potency doesn't lie. Unlike a lot of other stuff like bleed and rupture bear, it's a little more dependent whether or not it triggers. With burn, like, it's just gonna burn. Damage up to a random ally with lust. Might as well. Could be anyone. Oh, this path looks nice. That looks like a very nice path. Yeah, we'll do that then. Shouldn't go too poorly. Unfortunately, Dawn's corrosion is a heads one, so pushing her sanity super far down isn't going to benefit us a lot. So fights like this, we might want to just not. Honestly, I might as well just do one of them, though. Something like that, yeah. Just to see what happens. Yeah, 10 sanity still, that's fine. That's still, like, in the blue, so it's not awful. And it's doing a lot of damage to these guys, yeah. One of them straight up died, despite it saying they were at 1 HP. I think that was some silly interaction with bonus damage being dealt. The other two were just instantly staggered by that and died anyways. Oh! And because the first skill we used that turn... Dawn having high speed's super good right now. Because of the fact she's going to get high speed a lot, she'll be able to trigger the moths, which was what just happened there. So basically half her damage is dealt twice. And she'll also be able to trigger the coin pretty consistently, meaning the attack goes twice if it doesn't kill. Oh, someone needs healing. Oh, I see. It's Honglu, since he lost the clash. Wah wah. Boss, speak to Pierce, speak to Gloom, so that's Centipede or Fox. I have not seen the Fox in weeks still. I just keep on getting the Centipede. It happens. And let's see what this is going to be. This is a challenge fight. This is also a fight where I probably don't want to use my E.G.O. They'll resist the blunt, so... Oh. What just happened? I don't know, I think everything's fine. Just tabbed me out for a second. I thought I was getting some sort of warning message, but there was no warning message. Shockingly. Salute, nice. And she's at 40 sanity now, so she's looking much better. We don't have too many more fights, so we want to make sure Dawn doesn't lose too much sanity. And, you know what, we'll go from dominating. We're over 100 lust. We don't need to go all in on lust anymore. We've made it very clear that we're going to be set. We've only got 2 more fights. It's going to last us long enough. Even if we literally do just spam the corrosion from Dawn. That wasn't very nice. Mersault was trying his best to just punch the little Mexican man, and it didn't work. And just this guy. Alright. Almost full lust. Unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. There we go, though. Easy enough risk encounter. Easy enough. Oh, gain Pierce power. That could be good. Theoretically, Not, like, particularly good, but sure. Could be. And final normal fight, so we probably do not want to E.G.O at all. Make sure Dawn has max sanity going into the boss. Because she's going to be doing a lot of damage, hopefully. Alright, works for me. Certainly far from optimal. It means we're going to take quite a bit of damage here because, you know, I'm not going for E.G.Os when there's clashes that I really should be going for E.G.Os for. But it's fine because we're doing damage. We only lost 2 clashes there. Struggling on Dawn. Maybe we shouldn't let Dawn get hit too much, though. Yeah, everyone else should be fine. We can't let Dawn die, though. So we'll have her go for a favored. Even if it's one that means it's an attack that'll deal less damage. Possibly, theoretically, I guess. She's still losing the clash. Oh well, she beat one of his coins at least, so she only took 30 damage, and she would have taken a lot more if she went for a primary. Alright. Alright, almost all staggered. The only one that isn't staggered is the robot, who's, you know, currently hitting his own ally, so I'm not too worried about him, that's for sure. Ooh, big enemy resonance, a lot of skill 3s right there. I guess this team does have a lot of envy skill 3s. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, four people here do have envy skill 3s. Wacky. Makes sense though. There are a lot of envy skill 3s in the game, I feel. And they're all dead. So now we get our final shop and our final event. And then we'll do a little bit of either fox catching or centipede hunting, depending how things go. Lowest star is pretty nice. I'll take it. The other two don't really do too much for us. We don't need Mersault skill though, so I'll purchase both of these. And I'll just see what else I can afford after that. I could give Mersault another skill 3. It's not a bad idea. We'll do something like this. Yeah, there we go. Might as well, because that means he's got more burn count potential. Which could be nice. And Dawn, it's your episode, so you can do it. Good job. And let's see which of them it is. Either way, we might be able to get some pretty good damage out, especially if it is the fox. But all down to chance. It is the fox. Good to see. Very good to see. Because here's the thing. We corrode this. And it's hitting... that's not great. It's hitting the fox twice. Because the fox resists blunt. Might not corrode it this first turn then. Hit like something like this. Because I want to hit a bunch of these. And it'll go twice. That's also the thing to keep in mind. Neutrals, definitely go for the deep cut here. Yeah, that's favored. Butcher Beyond loses clashes. What a shocker. You can get neutral there, that's good. And then clash against that guy. Don't bother with that one, just hit the head. There we go. We'll see how this goes. Don't really want to use the corrosion of the stew E.G.O anyways if I don't have a good lost resonance going off here. Ooh, look at that paralysis he got from Hong Lu. That is very unfortunate for Foxboy. Probably because we're about to stagger his head with this, I think. Tails, unfortunate. $141, not bad. Do it again. Another Tails. $212. Not bad. Several of the umbrellas just perished there. That's not enough to stagger the umbrella, really. classic RB Gregor. Not really acting surprised, because it's kind of par for the course with them. I think Heathcliff was going for the head too, right? I think Heathcliff should take out the head. Or not take it out, necessarily. More, I meant just stagger. I guess the burn took out the head anyways, though, so pretty nice. And we're gonna go for another one of these. Overclock it. Because we're gonna try... should we overclock it? Is this fine? Yeah, I think I'm honestly fine with that. Yeah. Because we can get the Lust Resonance off here. Oh, yes. Struggling, hopeless, that's fine. Because we're going to ignore it. We're going to just entirely ignore this stuff. Oh, it might actually not be bad chances anyways. Yeah, favored. Because it's lying to us right now. That's the wrong one. Or not lying to us as much as it's, not exactly the truth. Because of the fact the Absolute Resonance is giving us a bunch of power here. So this is going to spend... Yeah, it's going to spend... It's going to spend 7 Lust resources to get a 70% damage boost. On top of the 50% damage boost it's going to be getting from just having a lot of Lust resources as is. Yeah, 115, we definitely are getting the max there. And it's attacking people with the most HP, that's why it's going for these 3. Should be very good. Should be very good. Oh, and you got the heads, despite everything. And remember, half of this damage is going to be dealt to 2 opponents next turn. So 2 people are going to take 20 damage, and because all the umbrellas are dead, that just means the Fox is going to take 400 damage at the start of the next turn. Assuming he survives this turn, he might because we've got a lot of weak attacks. Especially because we're about to stagger the body. Nice, nice. Oh, thanks to the Moth is absolutely going to demolish this guy. And burn damage, and then... The burn damage alone did it, actually. We didn't even get to see the Moth do, like, the 400 extra damage to the Fox. That was very effective. Especially considering that the boss himself is, sure is weak to, or resistant to blunt. And, yeah, pretty good. You did the most damage, Gregor did nothing. Expected results. We didn't get the most insane new gifts. I mean, we got the coin, we got the Scarlet Moths. I don't know what else we could have really been hoping for there. And that's 99 more Starlight for us. Oh, and there's the funny number. For all those who, celebrate. What am I saying? I don't know. And, let's take a look. Yeah, only 60 more to go. So join us next time, and, we're actually going to be able to complete it. Wacky as that is. No daily pull today, because, kind of messed up the schedule yesterday. Whoops. But, that'll be all for this time. Life from Stu, pretty good. Especially the fact that at Uptype 4, it goes from a 1 target to a 3 target, so it's just going to do a lot more damage, a lot more of a benefit from its Lust bonuses. I like it. I'm liking all the E.G.Os I've been trying out recently, even the ones that aren't, like, as good, like Gregor's AEDD. I still enjoyed that. But, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.